Guys, Jim the Game Guru. Today, time for some Ramen Fury. Ramen Fury, the game where you eat ramen bowls. Yep, eating ramen bowls. I'm sure we've all had ramen once in our life. I know I did when I was a younger kid, through high school and even young adult in college, and just quick, easy, throw it on the stove and put whatever you want in there. But Ramen Fury, it's a card game where you eat ramen bowls. You have to put ingredients in ramen bowls, and then at the very end you eat them. And then whoever has the most points at the end from all the ingredients in their bowls is the victor. So we're gonna dig in. I'm gonna open this up. I'll show you the components in there, how you play it. It's actually a very, very simple game. I love the clever packaging too, with its like kind of like it's like a ramen wrap, but not as brittle plastic as they use on their normal ramen stuff products. But this opens up with a nice little kind of like Ziploc style baggie, and then it has cards in there and a couple of cardboard tokens. But I'm gonna flip over the camera and show you guys how to play this game. Okay, let's dive into some Ramen Fury. I have a two-player game set up here, so we can kind of go through the motions and learn how to play. So what you have here, it's a very simple layout with this game. The first thing is that each player gets 3 ramen bowls, where they'll put their ingredients, and then they'll stack their ingredients in the bowl, and to then later be able to eat that bowl. So we have player over here has their 3 bowls. This player over here has their 3 bowls. And in the middle is called the pantry. So in the pantry, there are 4 cards that are put down, face up. And then this here is the ingredients deck. This ingredients deck is what we're going to do, what we're going to go into every time we do a draw. And one of our actions is a draw. So we can either draw from here or we can draw from the pantry. And whenever you draw from the pantry or from the deck, if there is a gap in the pantry somewhere, it will automatically have a card. A card will automatically come up and fill its spot. This game obviously comes in the nice packaging, like I said earlier. When you open it up, you get the ingredient cards. You get these little spoon tokens, which is another action. And the spoon token, what you can do with it is you can play one of these tokens to take an ingredient from somebody else's bowl and put it into your bowl or put it into your hand. So this is basically a steal token that you can use to steal ingredients from other people. The packaging also comes with this nice little kind of case for the cards. So all the cards will go into here. That go into this case, actually goes into this case. So it's kind of like they made like the kind of dry noodle pack. That's in your in a ramen product. And then you have this nice instruction manual. It's actually a pretty thin instruction manual. It's a very easy game to set up. It's not complicated at all, and you'll see when we start diving into some of the play where they kind of list out, hey, you know, this is how you set up the game. These are your actions. There are 6 actions. There's prep, draw, spoon, restock, eat, and empty. So what prep is a place any one of ingredient from your hand into one of your bowls. So prepping is actually putting an ingredient into a bowl. Draw is take anything from the pantry and from the deck. Spoon is to steal. Restock is another action you get. So every player gets 2 actions on your turn. You can take this entire pantry, throw it in the discard pile, and then draw 4 new in your pantry. Eat is eat a bowl. And then the last action you can do is empty. And in this instruction manual, they also give you scoring examples of how things are scored. It's actually a really well compiled manual. I didn't have any issues whatsoever reading the instruction manual for this. I've actually played this game a few times with some of my friends, and it's not bad. It's actually pretty fun. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cards here for this player. So we'll have this player go first, and if you notice, there's chili pepper. So there's 2 cards in here that have free actions. One of them is chili peppers, and the other one is nori garnish. So nori garnish is another one that has a free action. And what do I mean by free action is that I don't have to use one of my 2 actions to play this card. A chili pepper is an ingredient that will give a player -1 point in their bowl, or +2 in their bowl if they have something like Fury flavor. So every bowl, you need to have a flavor pack. You can only have one flavor pack. You can only have a maximum of 5 ingredients in the bowl. So the flavor pack then also goes with other ingredients like eggs and tofu and mushrooms and anything else you can think of, ingredient that's in this game. So I'm going to go first with this player. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a prep. I'm going to put a chicken flavor. So what chicken flavor does is any pair that I put in this bowl will give me 6 points, and any 3 of a kind will give me 10 points in this bowl when I eat it, okay? And then I got one more action. So my other action is I'm probably going to go ahead and draw this Fury flavor, because Fury flavor goes really, really well with the chili peppers, because it gives me 2 points per chili pepper that I have in my bowl. Since I pulled that from there, I'm going to go ahead and replace it. Now corn comes up. So corn is in there for the next player. So this person over here goes, and they're going to go, okay, you know what? I've got a nori garnish, which gives me a free point in any bowl. And I've got this tofu, which is very interesting because tofu classifies as either a meat or a vegetable. That's why it's got the red or the green. So any kind of flavor packs that get points off of vegetable or meat, this card can apply. It's almost kind of like a wild card in a way. But not a wild card. It's just for one of the 2 types. Okay, so what is this person going to do? So, what does this one do? Soy flavor. Okay, so this one, it says soy flavor pack actually gives, for every unique vegetable in your bowl, you get 2, 5, 9, and 14. So if you end up having 4 unique vegetables in your bowl, you can get a maximum of 14 points from this. So this is kind of nice. So I'm going to put this in my hand. I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. Now chicken flavor comes up. And my last action, I'm going to go and prep, and I'm going to put a soy sauce flavor pack there. So this person's done because let me just make sure because they drew and then they prepped. So that's 2 actions. Okay, so this person's going to go, I'm going to go ahead and prep twice. I'm going to go prep by putting Fury flavor and then chili pepper in that bowl. So I've got, right now, looks like I've got 2 points in here. If I can get 4 more chili peppers in this bowl, then I will get a shit ton of points. So what is that? 10 points, which is not bad. It's not as good as the soy flavor one, but hey. So I'm done. I only have 1 card in my hand. So the maximum amount of cards you can have in your hand is 5 cards. So this person's going to go now. Let's see what they're going to do here. So they got tofu, nori garnish. They're not going to put the nori garnish in this because this soy sauce flavor packet, I want to get 4 more unique vegetables. So one thing I'm going to do probably is I'll do a prep. And I'll stick a tofu in there because that does count as a vegetable. So obviously I'm not going to put another tofu in that bowl because it wouldn't be unique, because I would have 2. I would have a pair in there, right? So it's for every unique vegetable. So, and then I'll probably do a draw and grab a corn because that's another unique vegetable that I don't have. And then this next one flips over, and there you go, mushrooms. Mushrooms now. Now, I don't really have a hand here. I've got garbage as a hand. So what I'll probably do is I'll pick up the beef flavor. I'll do a draw. This flips over. Soy sauce is here. And then the next one, I'll probably go ahead and pick up eggs, because beef flavor goes with unique meat inside of your bowl. So I'm done because I draw 2. This flips over to replace that. Wow, we got a lot of flavors here. Holy cow. Next person goes, and now he's got no flavors, so he's probably going to do a draw and get well, actually, he's probably not going to draw the soy, because the soy there's too many soys in these different bowls are going to be hard, right? So he's probably going to do a chicken flavor. This gets replaced by, I don't even know how to say that, chashu. He's going to pick up chashu because chashu's meat. He doesn't have a meat card in here, besides the tofu. Oh, and there's scallions. Wow, scallions would have been really great to pick up. Another thing I could have done too with this person is I could have put the corn in the bowl and then try to pick up the mushrooms. That probably would have been a smarter decision. But hey, for sake for this video, we're just gonna roll right through. So this person here will do a prep. We'll stick a beef, and then we'll do another prep with eggs, and then that's it. They're done. Now this person's gonna go and they're gonna stick corn in their bowl. And they're probably going to end up picking up mushroom as their last action. So every person gets 2 actions, right? Scallions flips over, and there you go. So what you do is you keep going like that, and then you can use your spoons if you want to use your spoons to end up stealing. So if I wanted to use a spoon, say, okay, well, this guy is getting let's say if this guy had scallions and he had another mushroom in there, and he's going to get all these points, right, from this, I can end up screwing this guy over by saying, you know what, I'm going to spend a spoon, and then I will steal a scallions from that and put it in my hand or put it in one of my bowls, right? So using the spoon wisely is how you can screw somebody over. The other way you can screw people over is, so chili peppers have a free action, right? So does the, what was the other one called? The nori garnish, I believe. Yeah, nori garnish have a free action. So what that means by free action is I can play these for free, and that they won't count for my 2 actions. So I could stick this into his bowl, and that would screw him up, because then he'll only be able to get 3 of the unique vegetables in there as opposed to 4. The other thing that is, and actually I think I messed up when I prepped with this, because I didn't have to use a prep action. I could have just put this in my bowl earlier, but that's okay. The other thing is, whenever you draw a chili pepper, so let's say you draw from here, or you draw from here, and you get a chili pepper. Let's see if I can find a chili pepper or nori. Wow, there is no chili pepper nori. There's a lot of meats, a lot of veggies. We would have been here forever until one of those popped up. Keep going through. But anyway, eventually you'll get to, okay, here you go. Eventually you get to a chili pepper. If I were to flip a chili pepper from a draw, then that would not count as a draw action, because chili peppers are free. So then I would be able to put this in any bowl. I could just stick it in somebody's bowl, and then I would be able to get the next card and put that into my hand. So chili peppers and nori garnishes are free to put into bowls of your choosing whenever you draw them, or if they're in your hand. So you keep going, you put ingredients into your I don't know, let's just say we had this here, and I'll just take another ingredient in here we had this in here, and then I had another meat in there, okay? Let's say later on down the game, I have this in my bowl, and I can get to a point where one of my action is to eat the bowl. And what you do is you just do this. You stick the cards together just like that, and you flip them over. And you can see right there, that is like, yum, 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 I am done. I ate that bowl of ramen. And you keep going and you keep playing until either one of 2 conditions happens. Either the ingredients deck completely disappears, it gets emptied, right? Then the game is over, everyone tallies up their eaten bowls, because eaten bowls are the only ones that are scored. So what happens if a bowl is not eaten? 0 points. That's what happens. So you got to make sure that you eat the bowl, or until one player has eaten 3 bowls. When that one player eats the 3rd bowl, every other player gets one more turn of 2 actions, and which gives them an ability to as well eat another bowl during their turn. And I like that. I like the fact that it gives other players one more turn, because they may have a bowl too that could be finished. And then that way, when you go to scoring, you don't have people winning because they have one more bowl eaten than another player. It's down to how well did you put the flavors in your bowl to get the X amount of points. And then the person with the most points from all their eaten bowls is declared the winner. So that's it. It's very, very simple. You have 3 bowls, you stick ingredients. Each bowl can only have a maximum of 5 ingredients. You have 2 actions that you could do, that you perform during your turn, either drawing, prepping, restocking, which means you discard these cards and then you draw 4 new from the top of the deck. Emptying a bowl. So if someone screws you, you can be like, oh man, this person just screwed me. One of my actions could be to take all of these and put them in the discard and just empty the bowl, right? And then start afresh. Fun game. I really, really enjoy it. And the scoring is really easy because each of the flavor packs tells you what you need in the bowl to score. This one you need, if you have a pair, you score 6 points. This one, as well as if you get 3 of a kind, you get 10. This one is unique vegetables. You score 2, 5, 9, 14, depending on how many you have. This one, Fury, you get 2 points for every chili. And then there's another one, where is it? This one here that I ate earlier. The beef one, for every unique meat, you get 2, 5, 9, 14. Really, really simple. And let me see if there's any other flavor packs that I can show you. Soy, chicken, you already know that. I think there's one more. I think there's a shrimp. Okay, a shrimp is, for every meat and veggie combo you have for a shrimp one, you get 4 points. If you have a meat and a veggie, you get 4 points. If you have 2 meat and 2 veggie, you get 8 points for that. So different flavors packs will give you different points for the combination of ingredients you have in your bowl. But that is it. Super simple, fun game. It's light on the strategy, but there's enough strategy and enough choices to make it fun. It's not like I can only do one thing and the game kind of dictates what you do. You have the power of choice, and they give you so many actions that you can choose from, and you can screw other players by some of your actions, and as well as enough strategy that you can possibly get bowls that give you a lot of points. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I played this a few times with a friend. I recommend it. It's actually a pretty cheap game. I believe it's still available on Amazon. It was available on Target where I purchased it before. But that is it, guys. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And this is Ramen Fury. And I will see you guys later.